Good morning. It's Jo from Emily Cat 176 and it's Friday, which is good. It's nearly the weekend. So if you look on the website, the Arts on Friday post is up. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, every week I put up a post with what's going on in Melbourne. So I do arts centres, theatres, blues clubs, jazz clubs. I give museums, theatre companies. Now, I think it's just one of the theatre companies this week that's got a show advertised, but I give the websites for everything as well. So if you're interested, for example, in the Essendon Theatre Company, and Essendon is a suburb here in Melbourne, that website is there. You can look and see if they're doing a production. So that's what the Arts on Friday site is. Lots to do. Things are really picking up again. Of course, the really big news that's in the media is that Taylor Swift is here now. I think she's actually in Melbourne. And I think the concerts are sellouts. People want to see her, so good luck to them. I hope they enjoy the concerts. The big news, I think, is it was announced yesterday that the Back to Back Theatre, which is based in Geelong, have won the 2024 Venice Biennial, I think that's how you pronounce it, Biennial Golden Lion Award for Lifetime Achievement. I think that's wonderful. That is really wonderful. Geelong, for people that don't know, is a city that's about an hour away from Melbourne. I actually followed the Geelong Football Club. Love my football, and I follow the Geelong Cats. But isn't that good news that a theatre company in Geelong, Australia, has won a Lifetime Achievement Award in Venice? Because, I mean, everyone knows the Venice Film Festival. I don't know if this is connected, but I still think it's a great award. It really is a great award, and they should be proud of it. So that's good, isn't it? So if you have a look, it's a bit unusual this week because the Drum Theatre has nothing until March. Now, Drum Theatre is in Dandenong. I don't know if they are doing work in the theatre, you know, like the Arts Centre. The State Theatre's closing down for 3 years. I don't know, but I think that it's early March is the next show, which is unusual because all the other suburban art centres have got things on. Paris Cat is as busy as normal. So I would really suggest with people, because Paris Cat is a jazz club. It's actually quite a small jazz club, but it's in the city. It's in one of the laneways. Last year I went in and tried to find all these places, and Paris Cat, took me about 5 minutes to find it. I was walking backwards and forwards because I've got a lousy sense of direction. I was going backwards and forwards and I missed the alleyway that it was in, but it looks a nice little venue. So I always suggest to people, because their website's really good, it tells you how many tickets are available. And I always suggest to people, especially with Paris Cat, that they look at the website before they go into the city. Because do you really want to go right into the city if you're in and out of suburb? And the thing with Melbourne is we're big. We're not just big with population, it's a big area that Melbourne is. So I think that's a really good way of doing the website. Because I didn't list all the shows that were sold out. I thought, what's the point? You know, people can't get into them. And there were a few of those that are sold out. And they do sell out quickly. So, yes, that's Paris Cat. The Drunken Poet. Great name. It's a great name, I reckon. It's an Irish pub. It's a pub with an Irish theme. You know, I think it's in West Melbourne. I just think it's a great name. They've got quite a few gigs on. So this is what I do. I put the shows on. Like, for example, Moulin Rouge has finished its run in Melbourne. So the Regent Theatre doesn't have anything on this week. I think Chicago's going in there next, and that's in March. And see, this is what I'm thinking, and I've mentioned this to people. State Theatre's closing for 3 years for renovations. So the opera, Australian opera and Australian ballet seasons are going into the Regent. How can they fit both of those programs? And they can't this year. I'm pretty sure Australian ballet season is shorter this year. I know the Australian Opera is performing at the Athenaeum. Marriage of Figaro. I'm actually looking at that. I might get a ticket for that. And I know they are going to other places. Geelong is one of them. I know Geelong because I know someone who's got a season ticket. And this is the thing, you see, they're still charging people the same membership, but not all the shows are going to be in Melbourne. That's interesting, I think. So, as I said, it's next month. We're seeing Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, the ballet. And then it's either end of March or in April that the State Theatre closes for 3 years. So, as I said, I'm hoping that this year is... They sort of, it's a test year this year because they've still got 2 more years. And I'm hoping next year we'll have full seasons of both the ballet and the opera. So, yeah, I think it's just this year that it's, mind you, they would have known that this happens. And if you look at Australian ballet, the season in Sydney, that's really long, you know, full season up there, but down here I don't think it is. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But in other news, Melbourne Theatre Company, you can buy season tickets now. Kingston Arts Centre, they're starting their Morning Melodies season on Tuesday. So it's interesting because I think the centres have different... I know in Frankston it's on a Friday. In Moorabbin it's going to be on Tuesday. And I think it's a dancer first up. I was going to go, but I can't. I've got something else on. But yeah, so that's... As I said, if you want to go in, have a look. There's quite a lot. There is quite a lot. The Australian Women Painters exhibition at Mornington Peninsula Gallery, that's going to be finishing in the next week or two. So if you want to go and see that, I'd suggest you get there sooner rather than later. But there's a lot to choose from. And as I said, it's not all in the CBD. There is plenty to do in the suburbs. This is why I think Melbourne's a great city for the arts, because it's not just all in the city. So, as I said, have a look if you want to, and you might see something you like. Big shows, little shows, blues. I still haven't been able to find a country music club. I'm looking because I know someone wants me to, or 2 people have asked me actually to try and find one, and I can't find one. I don't know if it's whether country music isn't that popular in Melbourne or what. But I mean, folk clubs, I can find folk clubs, and I'm quite liking folk music at the moment. I really am. So there's, as I said, there's jazz, blues, folk clubs, and no country music clubs. So I'll keep looking, and I'm asking everyone I know, do you know where they play country music? Must be somewhere, but I can't find it. So anyway, as I said, if you want to have a look, enjoy your weekend, and I will be back on Monday. Okay, bye.